resolutions at the bottom of your agenda today had to do with things that are not in your district.
Right.
But I take it that people in your district, or entities in your district, are involved in this. Talk to me about each of those, please.
So the first one was for the Greater Birmingham Youth Lacrosse Association, which is not a sanctioned sport under the Alabama High School Athletic Association. And so it's still a not-for-profit run sport. I led that organization for a number of years and created another organization, the Alabama Lacrosse Association. So lacrosse is near and dear to my heart. My kids play, my daughter still plays. And a long time ago, I met Coach Yancey Williams, and he's with JO now, but he at one point was with Ramsey. And I was so impressed with the boys that he was putting out on the field that we had two divisions back then, and he went up against Grissom for the Division II state championship. He had fewer kids. They probably weren't as skilled with stick skills, but they were out there and they took a team of 25, and there was about 15 of them, took a team of 25 into overtime, and I think it was triple overtime, and lost it by just a very small margin. At that point, after that year, I think they didn't have a program, whether it was the kids or funding, and Yancey's always dealt with funding issues, and I knew that to help lacrosse grow, we need it in the inner city. We need it in Birmingham. We need to grow it to Gardendale and other parts of the county and the state. And so this is my way of saying I'm supportive, and this is where I can be most supportive, because other communities are able to do it, and JO wasn't.
On a similar point, the program, the wrestling program at Carver. Now, of course, generations ago, wrestling was part of the curriculum, athletic curriculum in Birmingham City Schools. Now, of course, there is a program at Carver High School. Talk to me a little bit about what you know about that program.
So the program was reinstated through Coach Steve Gaydosh. And Coach Gaydosh was my wrestling coach in high school. And when he retired from Vestavia Schools, he wanted to figure out how he could be creating the most impact. And so he went and with the Birmingham schools and started helping coach with Carver. Coach Gaydosh is one of those guys that he sees the bigger picture. He is a guy that is interested in helping everyone grow and getting college scholarships. Not many of those are left in college wrestling anymore, but there are ways that he can help, and he's doing what he can. And I really think if you have to have a godfather of wrestling in the state, it's Coach Gaydosh. Because of him and the techniques that he brings, not only to wrestling, but our off-season programs, he has created more folks behind them. They're now coaching and doing good things, and I know he'll be doing that at Carver as well.
Already he is in the Hall of Fame, but he obviously is not content to rest on those laurels.
No. You got to keep the gray matter. Even though he's retired, he wants to keep that gray matter working, and he is a passionate man. He's number one, a passionate man for Christ, and number two, for wrestling. His wife is somewhere in there as well, and his grandkids, and his coach, or his son, Jacob, is the head coach at Hoover High School. And so he's breeding more folks to be in the program, not only within his own family, but with other folks like Coach T. Adams, who's at Vestavia now, and the folks at the Warrior Wrestling program in Shelby County, continuing to grow Vestavia Club Wrestling. It's great folks that have a passion for the sport. That is a very, very tough sport. But they're making it work, and it's also they say that the two most disciplined sports that you have to do by yourself is wrestling and cross country, and for both lacrosse and wrestling, if we're able to get kids, no matter where they are, we're able to keep them occupied, give them some structure and some discipline through sport, then we should do that every chance we get.